Success begins with having a crystal clear vision of what you want to achieve. Without a specific target, how can you aim? Zig Ziglar often compared setting goals to using a roadmap. If you don't know where you're headed, you'll wander aimlessly, unsure of which turns to take. Clarity gives you direction, purpose, and the motivation to push through challenges. Think about it, most people spend more time planning a weekend trip than they do planning their lives. They know the destination, how long the journey will take, and even the rest stops they'll make along the way. Why? Because they want the trip to be smooth, enjoyable, and efficient. Yet, when it comes to life, many people leave their success to chance, hoping things will fall into place without deliberate planning. That's not how success works. Ziglar believed in the power of writing down goals. A goal written down is no longer just a wish or a fleeting thought, it becomes a commitment. Writing crystallizes your vision, turning vague dreams into actionable objectives. For instance, instead of saying, I want to lose weight, a clear goal would be, I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months by eating healthier and exercising 5 times a week. See the difference? The second version is precise, measurable, and time-bound. It leaves no room for ambiguity. But writing down goals is only the beginning. To truly succeed, you must break those goals into smaller, manageable steps. Ziglar often spoke of climbing a staircase. You can't reach the top without taking the first step. Each small victory along the way builds confidence and momentum. For example, if your ultimate goal is to run a marathon, your first step might be jogging a mile. Once you've mastered that, you increase the distance gradually until the big goal no longer feels impossible. Another essential aspect of goal setting is making your goals personal and meaningful. They must resonate with your deepest desires, not someone else's expectations. Ziglar often said, motivation gets you going, but habit keeps you growing. Your goals should ignite a fire within you, a passion so strong that it propels you forward even on the hardest days. When you set goals based on what truly matters to you, your dreams, your family, your purpose, you're more likely to stay committed. Ziglar also believed in visualizing success. He encouraged people to picture themselves achieving their goals. Close your eyes and see yourself crossing the finish line, receiving that promotion, or holding the keys to your dream house. This mental imagery creates a powerful emotional connection to your goal, making it feel real and achievable. Visualization isn't just wishful thinking, it's a tool that conditions your mind for success, reinforcing your determination to make it happen. Accountability is another vital piece of the puzzle. Share your goals with someone you trust, a friend, mentor, or coach who will encourage you and hold you accountable. Accountability partners remind you of your commitments when life gets tough, and they celebrate your progress along the way. Ziglar often emphasized that success isn't a solo journey, it's built on a network of support and encouragement. Finally, remember that flexibility is key. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes the path to your goal will take unexpected twists and turns. That's okay. Adjust your plans as needed, but never lose sight of your destination. Ziglar said, don't let the fear of the time it will take to accomplish something stand in the way of your doing it. The time will pass anyway. We might just as well put that passing time to the best possible use. In conclusion, defining your goals clearly is the foundation of success. When you know exactly what you want and have a plan to get there, you're no longer wandering aimlessly, you're moving with purpose. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your destination. Write it down, visualize it, break it into manageable tasks, and stay committed. Success isn't about luck, it's about direction, determination, and deliberate action. As Zig Ziglar wisely put it, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. Aim high, stay focused, and watch your dreams come to life. A positive attitude is the cornerstone of success. It's not just about seeing the glass as half full, it's about recognizing that you can refill the glass whenever it's empty. A positive mindset fuels your motivation, shapes your decisions, and gives you the resilience to overcome life's inevitable obstacles. Zig Ziglar often emphasized that it's not what happens to you that determines your success, but how you respond to it. You can't always control the events around you, but you can control your attitude toward them. Think about a setback you've experienced. Maybe it was a failed project, a missed opportunity, or even a personal loss. In the moment, it probably felt overwhelming, like a mountain too steep to climb. But with the right mindset, even the toughest challenges can become stepping stones to something greater. A positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on solutions instead of problems, on possibilities instead of limitations. When you maintain a positive outlook, you unlock creativity and problem-solving abilities. Your mind starts asking, what can I do, instead of, why did this happen to me? That subtle shift in perspective changes everything. It allows you to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Ziglar often shared stories of individuals who turned failures into successes simply because they refused to give up and kept a positive attitude. They didn't let temporary setbacks define their long-term potential. Another key aspect of cultivating a positive attitude is surrounding yourself with the right people. Ziglar was a firm believer in the idea that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with pessimists, their negativity will weigh you down. But if you spend time with optimists who encourage you and believe in your potential, their positivity will lift you up and inspire you to reach new heights. Choose your company wisely, because their energy becomes yours. Gratitude is also a powerful tool for maintaining a positive mindset. It's easy to get caught up in what's going wrong or what you don't have. But when you pause and focus on the blessings in your life, you shift your perspective. Gratitude reminds you of how far you've come and how much you've already achieved. Ziglar often encouraged people to start their day by listing things they were thankful for. This simple habit sets a positive tone for the day and helps you tackle challenges with a stronger, more optimistic mindset. But let's not overlook the importance of self-talk. The conversations you have with yourself are among the most influential. What you tell yourself shapes your confidence, your actions, and ultimately your results. Ziglar believed in replacing negative self-talk with affirmations that reinforce your capabilities. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I'm capable and I'll find a way. When you talk to yourself like a friend who believes in you, you create an internal environment where success can thrive. One of the most inspiring things about a positive attitude is its contagious nature. Your optimism doesn't just uplift you, it inspires and energizes those around you. Ziglar often spoke about leaders who brought out the best in their teams simply by believing in them and maintaining a positive outlook. When you radiate positivity, you create an environment where others feel encouraged, motivated, and ready to contribute their best. In conclusion, a positive attitude is more than just a nice idea. It's a powerful tool for achieving success. It doesn't shield you from challenges, but it equips you to face them with courage, creativity, and determination. When you focus on solutions, surround yourself with uplifting influences, practice gratitude, and speak to yourself with kindness, you build a mindset that's unstoppable. As Zig Ziglar famously said, your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. So choose positivity, embrace its power, and watch how it transforms not only your outlook, but also your outcomes. Success in sales or in any endeavor begins with integrity and a genuine desire to serve others. Zig Ziglar often said, stop selling and start helping. This mindset transforms the way you approach your work, your clients, and your goals. It's not about convincing someone to buy something they don't need. It's about understanding their needs and providing solutions that make their lives better. When you shift your focus from profit to service, you create trust, build relationships, and set the foundation for long-term success. Think of sales as a relationship, not a transaction. People don't buy products or services, they buy trust, confidence, and solutions to their problems. If you approach every interaction with the mindset of adding value to someone's life, your efforts will resonate with your clients. They'll see you not just as a salesperson, but as a partner who genuinely cares about their well-being. Ziglar often emphasized that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's the heart of integrity in sales. Building trust takes time, but it starts with being honest and transparent. If a product isn't the right fit for your client, have the courage to say so. This may seem counterintuitive, but it establishes you as someone who prioritizes their interests over your immediate gain. In the long run, this honesty will bring more clients your way through referrals and repeat business. People remember integrity and they reward it with loyalty. Active listening is another cornerstone of successful sales. Too often, salespeople focus on pitching their product or service without truly understanding what the client needs. Ziglar encouraged listening with the intent to understand, not just to reply. Ask questions, pay attention to their concerns, and clarify their expectations. When you listen carefully, you're not just gathering information, you're showing respect. And respect is the foundation of any successful relationship. Beyond listening, a great salesperson educates. When you help clients understand how your product or service solves their problem, you empower them to make informed decisions. Ziglar often compared this to a doctor diagnosing a patient. A good doctor doesn't prescribe medicine without first understanding the symptoms, asking questions, and explaining the options. Similarly, a good salesperson guides clients with care and expertise, ensuring they feel confident in their choices. Another critical element is enthusiasm. Ziglar believed that enthusiasm is contagious and can make a significant difference in how others perceive you and your offering. If you're passionate about what you're selling, that energy will resonate with your clients. Passion shows you believe in the value of your product, and that belief builds credibility. People want to work with those who are excited about what they do because it reassures them that they're making a good decision. Finally, remember that follow-up is part of service. Many salespeople make the mistake of thinking their job ends when the sale is closed. Ziglar taught that true professionals stay in touch with their clients, ensuring they're satisfied and addressing any concerns that arise. This creates lasting relationships and opens the door to future opportunities. A simple follow-up call or note can make a world of difference in how your clients perceive you and your business. In conclusion, success in sales is about much more than closing deals. It's about building trust, understanding needs, and creating genuine value for others. When you operate with integrity, listen attentively, educate confidently, and follow up consistently, you lay the groundwork for lasting success. As Zig Ziglar wisely said, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help other people get what they want. Shift your focus from selling to serving, and watch how your relationships, reputation, and results flourish. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and moments when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. But Zig Ziglar always believed that failure is not a stopping point, it's a stepping stone. The key is how you respond to failure and what you choose to learn from it. Success doesn't come from avoiding failure, it comes from overcoming it. Every great achievement is often preceded by obstacles, and those who succeed are the ones who learn to turn those obstacles into opportunities. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Ziglar often used the analogy of learning to ride a bicycle. When you were a child, you probably fell countless times before you found your balance. Did those falls mean you weren't capable of riding? Of course not. They were necessary steps in the learning process. The same is true in life and business. Every mistake, every setback, and every rejection teaches you something valuable if you're willing to learn. One of the first steps in overcoming failure is changing how you perceive it. Failure isn't personal, it's situational. It doesn't define who you are, it's simply something that happens. Ziglar emphasized the importance of separating your self-worth from your circumstances. Just because you failed at something doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you're trying, learning, and growing. In fact, the only true failure is giving up. Another critical element in handling failure is maintaining perspective. Often when we fail, we magnify the problem in our minds, making it seem larger and more permanent than it actually is. Ziglar encouraged people to step back, assess the situation objectively, and ask themselves, what's the worst that can happen? And if that happens, how can I deal with it more often than not? The reality is far less daunting than our fears make it out to be. Resilience comes from using failure as feedback. Each setback is a chance to evaluate what went wrong and what you can do differently next time. Maybe it's a change in strategy, a shift in mindset, or simply persistence. Thomas Edison famously said he didn't fail 10,000 times while inventing the light bulb. He discovered 10,000 ways it didn't work. That mindset is the essence of resilience. Failure isn't the end, it's part of the journey. Ziglar also believed in the power of optimism during tough times. He often said, failure is an event, not a person. This means that no matter how many times you stumble, you always have the choice to get back up. Optimism fuels the choice. It helps you see possibilities even in the face of adversity and keeps you moving forward when it would be easier to quit. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, whether they're books, mentors, or supportive friends, can make all the difference in maintaining that optimism. One of the most powerful tools for overcoming failure is having a clear vision of your goals. When you know where you're headed, temporary setbacks lose their power to derail you. Ziglar often spoke about the importance of keeping your eyes on the prize. Imagine a mountain climber struggling to ascend a steep slope. If they focus solely on the rocks and thorns along the way, they'll lose motivation. But if they keep their mind fixed on the breathtaking view, waiting at the summit, every step, even the difficult ones, feels worthwhile. In conclusion, failure is not something to fear or avoid. It's something to embrace and learn from. It's a natural part of the process that leads to growth and success. By changing how you perceive failure, using it as feedback, staying optimistic, and keeping your goals in sight, you can turn any setback into a setup for a comeback. As Zig Ziglar wisely said, it's not how far you fall, but how high you bounce that counts. Keep bouncing, keep growing, and let failure be the teacher that guides you to your greatest achievements. Personal growth is the foundation of every meaningful success. Zig Ziglar often said, you cannot climb the ladder of success dressed in the costume of failure. To truly succeed, you must invest in yourself, your skills, your knowledge, and your character. The world is constantly changing, and those who thrive are the ones who commit to lifelong learning and self-improvement. Personal growth isn't a one-time effort. It's a daily habit that prepares you to face challenges, seize opportunities, and achieve your dreams. Imagine your mind and abilities as a garden. If you plant seeds and water them regularly, they grow into something beautiful and fruitful. But if you neglect the garden, weeds will take over, and the potential for growth is lost. Similarly, if you don't actively cultivate your skills, knowledge, and mindset, you won't progress. Personal growth requires deliberate effort, but the rewards are endless. One of the first steps to personal growth is recognizing that you don't know everything. Ziglar often emphasized humility as a key trait of successful people. When you approach life with the mindset of a student, you open yourself up to endless opportunities for learning. Read books, attend seminars, seek mentorship, and stay curious. Every bit of knowledge you gain adds value to your life and equips you to handle future challenges. But knowledge alone isn't enough. It's about applying what you learn. Ziglar encouraged people to act on the principles and lessons they acquire. It's not just about reading a book on leadership, it's about practicing leadership in your daily life. Growth happens when you step out of your comfort zone and put your knowledge into action. Each time you do, you expand your capabilities and build confidence in your ability to succeed. Personal growth also involves developing your character. Success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. Traits like integrity, resilience, and gratitude aren't just admirable, they're essential for long-term success. Ziglar often said success is not measured by what you do compared to what others do. It is measured by what you do with the ability God gave you. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, not in comparison to others, but in alignment with your own potential. Another critical aspect of personal growth is surrounding yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. Ziglar believed in the power of association. The people you spend the most time with influence your mindset, habits, and ambition. Seek out mentors, peers, and friends who encourage your growth and push you to aim higher. At the same time, distance yourself from those who drain your energy or hold you back. Positive influences create an environment where growth flourishes. Consistency is the glue that holds personal growth together. You won't see immediate results from reading one book, attending one workshop, or practicing a new skill for a week. But over time, those small, consistent efforts compound into significant progress. Ziglar often compared personal growth to exercise. You won't see results after one workout, but if you commit to a routine, the transformation is inevitable. The key is to make growth a daily habit, no matter how small the effort may seem. In conclusion, personal growth is not a destination, it's a journey. It's about constantly improving your skills, expanding your knowledge, and becoming the best version of yourself. By embracing humility, applying what you learn, building your character, and surrounding yourself with positive influences, you set the stage for lasting success. As Zig Ziglar wisely said, you were born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win. Invest in your growth every day. And you'll find that success isn't just something you achieve, it's something you become. Failure is not the end of the road. It's a detour that leads to growth and learning if you're willing to embrace it. Zig Ziglar often said, failure is an event, not a person. That simple truth is liberating because it reminds us that setbacks don't define who we are. What matters most is how we respond, what we learn, and how we move forward. Success doesn't come from avoiding mistakes, it comes from learning from them and using those lessons to build a stronger foundation. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. Whether it's a failed business, a missed opportunity, or a personal setback, the pain of failure is real. But within that pain lies the seed of progress. When you shift your perspective and see failure as feedback, it becomes a tool for growth. It's life's way of showing you what doesn't work so you can discover what does. Ziglar believed that failure is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. The first step to learning from failure is taking responsibility. It's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or even bad luck, but that approach keeps you stuck. When you own your mistakes, you take control of the situation and open the door to improvement. Responsibility doesn't mean beating yourself up. It means being honest about what went wrong and looking for ways to do better next time. Ziglar often reminded people that failure is not final unless you quit. Another important lesson from failure is the value of perseverance. Many people give up when they face obstacles, thinking that failure is a sign they're not capable. But success often requires persistence through tough times. Ziglar loved to share stories of people who succeeded because they refused to quit. Thomas Edison, for instance, failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That mindset is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who settle for mediocrity. Failure also teaches humility. It reminds us that we don't have all the answers and that there's always room for growth. This humility opens the door to seeking advice, learning from others, and becoming better. Ziglar often said that adversity introduces a person to themselves. When you face failure, you learn about your strengths, your weaknesses, and your capacity to adapt. This self-awareness is a powerful tool for personal and professional growth. Another key aspect of learning from failure is maintaining a positive outlook. It's natural to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned, but dwelling on the negative won't help you move forward. Instead, focus on what you can learn and how you can improve. Ziglar believed in the power of optimism and encouraged people to see every setback as a setup for a comeback. When you approach failure with a positive attitude, you're more likely to find creative solutions and discover new opportunities. Lastly, learning from failure requires action. Reflection is important, but it's not enough. You must take what you've learned and apply it. Maybe it's trying a different strategy, seeking advice from a mentor, or simply getting back up and trying again. Action turns failure into progress. Ziglar often said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. The willingness to keep moving forward, even after failure, is what ultimately leads to success. In conclusion, failure is not something to fear, it's something to embrace as a necessary part of the journey to success. By taking responsibility, persevering through challenges, staying humble, maintaining a positive outlook, and taking action, you can turn any setback into a stepping stone. As Zig Ziglar wisely put it, it's not how far you fall, but how high you bounce that counts. Learn from your failures, rise stronger, and let every setback propel you closer to your goals.